નમસ્કાર, હું આદર્શ છું. વેલકમ ટુ આદર્શ એજ્યુકેશન સોસાયટી.
Now our next chapter number 4, basic geometrical ideas for standard 6. So first of all we will discuss about the introductions of this chapter. In this chapters, using the point, line segment, line, ray, intersect lines, curve, polygon, angles, triangles, quadrilateral, parallel lines and circles. So we are using in these types. So first of all we will discuss about the first. So first of all the given is the point. So what is the point? Point, it means the one type of the dots. So it's called the points. It's called the points. Here is the give the name A, suppose this one is B, here is point is C. So dear students, here is the one point, it means this called the points. Dots, it means one type of the points. Then how to represent the point? Suppose dots and A, so it's called the points. And they give the names, it's a points A. What is the name? Points A. Okay? Same, line segment, lines and ray. So dear students, remember in these things, 3, line segment, line and ray. So first of all, line segment. So what is the line segment? The line segment, it means two end points. If line segment, it means two end points. Suppose we have draw one line, this one is line and this one's A and this one is B. So it's called a line segment. Why? Because here is the end points. This one is two end points. Here is end points and this one is second end point. So it's called a line segment. So start here to here, you give the name A, here is name B. It means end points. End points. So it's called a line segments. Two end points, it's called a line segments. So this one is, here is end point. This one is also for the line segment. Suppose near name C and D. So this one is also for the line segment. Same in this side, E and F. So it's called also for the line segment. Why? Because this two is the end points. Here also for the this two is the end points. Here this two is the end points. It means two end points. It's called a line segments. Clear? Then after the line. So what is the line? So line, it means suppose A and B. It's called a line. Now what is the meaning in this way? Suppose, dear students, here is 2 points A and B. End point, it means it's called a line segment. But we are draw arrow. It means this 2 is arrow sign. It means this lines is extend both side. It means here is extend in this side. This 4 is the extend also for the in this side. It means in the line segment no end points. In line, no end point. In the line segment is the end point, but in line it's no end point. It means extend both the side. Here is the arrow sign. It means extend in this side also and this side also. Same for the, suppose in this way line. Give the name. Suppose A and B. So this line is extend in this side, and this line is extend in this side. So it's called a line. End points is called a line segment. Understand? What is the line segment and what is the line? Okay. Now to our next third one is called a ray. So what is the ray? So dear students, ray is made by line and line segment both. It means in ray one end point and second extended point. Suppose ray, it means one end point. So this one is our end points and the extend in one side. So it's called a ray. So it's called a ray. Same for the, this one is end point and in this side. So it's called also for the ray. Understand? Clear? One best example is the sun rays. हम लोग बोलते हैं ना sun rays. Sun rays. So suppose in this one is our sun. Right? Sun. And here is the ray. So ending point, this one is your ending point. It means ray कहाँ से आ रहा है? Sun में से, तो this one is your ending point. and कहाँ तक है कहीं पे भी. So this one is the best example of the ray. So it's called a ray. It means one end point and one extends point. So it's called a ray. So clear? What is the line segment? What is the line? And what is the ray? Understand? Okay. Now to our next is intersecting line. Is intersecting line. So what is the intersecting line? Intersecting line is means two lines intersect. It means meet to each other. Meet is means milna. Two lines are meet to each other. It's called the intersecting line. Suppose two lines. Here is our two lines. This one is a line L1 and this one is line L2. These two lines are meet. Is that point. Suppose is this point named O. So is these two lines is called the intersecting line. It means line L1 intersect to line L2. So it's called the intersecting line. Why? Because in these two lines are intersect. It means meet to at one point O. So these two lines are intersecting line. Okay. Then after the next one is the parallel line. So first of all, dear student, you are right here. Never meet and equal distance. So two parallel line is never meet to each other. It means दो parallel line कभी एक दूसरे के साथ intersect नहीं हो रही है. Two parallel line does not intersect to each other, and two parallel line is a distance equal distance. Suppose let's say example here these two lines. These two lines. Okay. So these two lines are intersect to each other? No. Here distance is all the side is the same distance. So these two lines is parallel line. These two lines is parallel line. It means parallel lines. It means never meet. It means never intersect to each other. So here these two lines is never intersect to each other. Second thing, equal distance. This one is the important. Equal distance. It means two lines distance is equal. Why? Because suppose examples मैं आपको दे रहा हूँ. See, this two is the parallel line. No, this two is not a parallel line. Why? Because this two line is not intersect to each other. But we are using here lines. So what is the line? Line is means extend to both the side. It means this line is extend here, and this line is also for the extend. So here is the meet to each other, intersects to each point. So these two lines is not a parallel line. Why? Because in these two lines to extend and meet at one point. So this two is not a parallel line. This two is not a parallel line. Why? Because here is the intersect. Here this two is not intersect. And one more thing, the equal is distance. So here to here equal, and here this two is the equal distance. Here distance is here. This distance is here. So this two is the equal distance. This two is not a equal distance. So friends, students, this one is not a parallel line. Parallel line is means equal distance and don't intersect to each other. Then and then these two lines is a parallel line. Understand what is the parallel line? Next is the curve. The curve is means roughly to draw. Suppose I have to draw. So it's a one type of curve. Use your pens and needles and draw any figure. It's a one type of the curve. Suppose this one is also for the curve. Use our pencils, means markers, needles, starting point and draw one figure. So it's called a curve. Here two figures are drawn. This one is one figure, this one is our second figure. In the first figure, start to this point and end to this point. And here the second figure is meet at a one point here. It means it's called a simple curve. It's called a simple curve. Why? Because not intersect end point here. This one is simple curve. But here is a draw, here to here, and then after one more times in this point. So this one is curve. It's called a curve, but in this type of figure is given is called a simple curve. Now in the simple curve, so discuss about in the simple curve. So dear students, we are draw a one. Here is the two curve in the simple. Why? Because not intersects. एक दूसरे के साथ intersect नहीं हो रहे हैं. So in the first figure, the starting to here and then after ending to here. It means starting point and ending point both are same. Starting point and ending point. जहाँ से start किया वहाँ पे भी end किया है. तो is called a closed curve. Closed curve is called a closed curve. Start and end is called a closed curve. Wow, because this one is closed. But in this figure, second figure, here is to start and here is the end. So in this types of curve is called a open curve. It's called a open curve. And this one is the closed figure. It means the closed curve. Open figure is the open curve. Clear? Understand? Then after the polygon. So what is the polygon? The polygon is made a line segment. Polygon is a make a line segment. So first of all, using the line segment, we have draw a one figure. So it's called a polygon. Yes. See, this two is the ending point. This two is the ending point, ending point, ending point, ending point, ending point, and ending point. So end point. It means using the line segment, right? So it's called a polygon. It's called a polygon. It's called polygon. Same for in this side. This one is also for the polygon. Why? Because first of all, using a line segment. सभी में भी line segment ही use हुए. So it's called a polygon. I have to draw one more figure. So dear students, this one is a polygon. No, this one is not a polygon. Why? Because in polygon draw using only a line segment. So this one is it's called a line. Here is called also for the line. I have to draw here. This means also for the. But here in this way, this one is the half circles draw to here. It means not using all line segment. Here using the one type of the curve, half circle. So this one is not a polygon, but this two is also for the polygon. Now what is the square is the one type of polygon, triangle is the one type of polygon, rectangle is the one type of polygon. Understand? Triangle is the one type of polygon, rectangle is the one type of polygon, square is the one type polygon. Why? Because if you are draw a triangle, so see only a line segment, square, line segment, rectangle. It means line segment. So this all are is the polygon. It means polygon using draw a figure is using a line segment. Then this one is a polygon. So this one is not a polygon. Why? Because here using the one half circles. And this all are is the polygon. So it's called a polygon, right? Then after the angle. Angle is means two ray is intersects at one point. It's called a angles. Suppose this one is one. Here is the one point meet to each other. So in this type of is called a angle. This type of the shape is called a angles. Here suppose name is O, A, and this one is B. A, O, and B. So it's called a angles. Now this one is called a side and arc, right? And here is the two is ready to meet to each other. So it's called a angles. Now how to write in angles? Name आप इसे क्या कहते हैं? AOB, BOA, ABO, BAO, BOA, AOB, OBA, OAB. How? So first of all, This point is a mid, so write down the middle. This point is the mid, it means middle. Then after other two sides, it means arm, write down A, O, B, an angle sign. So it's called the angle AOB. Or this name is the BOA. Both are same. If you write angle AOB, okay. If you write angle BOA, okay. And this all the names are same. Why? Because in the midpoint, it means the mid name is in between of two sides. Clear? So this one is the angle, this one is the angle sign. Angle is represented here. This one is angle sign. So write down the angle AOB or angle BOA. These two angles are same. Why? Because in this one is the midpoint, O is same. Understand? Then after the triangle. So this one is the triangle's figure. You all are know. This one is the triangle's figure. Clear? Here, this all are the line segment. This all are is the line segment. Done? So here is the dot. Dot is means is called a vertex. Here is name A, B and C. So how many vertex A, B and C? 3 vertex of the triangle. Then after the side, how many sides? So this one is my first side, this one is my second side, this one is my third side. This means AB, BC and CA. AB, BC and CA is called a side. Right? Then after the angle, then how many angles? So is this one is my first angle, this one is my second angle, this one is my third angle. Why? Because these two rays is intersect at one point, those two is intersect at one point, and these two is intersect at one point, and this one is 3 is the angle. What is the angles? It's called angle A, angle B and angle C. One more time. So first of all, this one is a triangle's figure. Here is the dots. It means it's called a vertex of this triangle. Then how many vertex of the triangle? It means 3 vertex. Give the name A, B, C. A, B and C. This is the vertex. Then after the side is means one type of the line. It's called a side. Then how many sides? The total 3 sides of this triangles. AB, side BC and side CA. And then after the angles is then how many angles in this triangle? The 3 angles. Angle A, angle B and angle C. So this one is the introduction of the triangles. Now the quadrilaterals. Quadrilateral is the one type of the polygon. Triangle is also for the one type of the polygons. So quadrilateral is means draw is called a quadrilateral. Closed figure is called a quadrilateral. How many sides of the quadrilateral? If you are only 4 sides, then and then it's called a quadrilateral. Only how many sides? 4 sides. It's called a quadrilateral. So rectangle is a quadrilateral? Yes. Triangle is a quadrilateral? No. Why? Because in triangle how many sides? 3 sides. In the rectangle how many sides? 4 sides. So rectangle is a quadrilateral. Square is the quadrilateral? Yes. Square is also for the 4 sides. It means this one is also for the quadrilateral. Okay. So square is the quadrilateral, rectangle is the quadrilateral. It means 4 sides. It means the quadrilateral. It's the same. Here is this dots. It means it's called a vertex. So first of all give the name A, B, C and D. Then how many vertex? Total 4 vertex A, B, C and D. Same for the second one is the side. And then how many sides? The total 4 sides. First side, second side, third side and fourth side. Write the name AB, BC, CD and DA. Total 4 sides. Clear? A, B, B, C, C, D and D. Then after the opposite side. Opposite side. So what is the opposite side? Suppose it's given AB. AB to opposite which side? AB to opposite which side? AB to opposite side is CD. So it's called the opposite side. Same for the AD to opposite side which side? BC. AD to opposite side is BC. So AD or BC opposite side. AB or CD opposite side. Same B and D, these two are opposite vertex. B and D, these two are opposite. A or C, these two also for the opposite. So this one is the opposite sides and opposite vertex. Then after the adjacent side. So what is the adjacent side? The two sides, this sides and this sides. In these two sides at a one vertex, it means this two side is the adjacent side. This two is the adjacent side. So adjacent side AB and BC. One point is common, is called the adjacent side. Here is the one point B is common, AB and BC. So this two is the adjacent side. Same for the AD or DC, the D is common. So this one is the adjacent side. Clear? This one is the adjacent side. So this one is our introduction of chapter number 4. Understand what is the point, line segment, line, ray, intersecting line, parallel line, curve into closed curve, open curve, right? Then after the polygon, make a line segment and figure. Then after the angle is the, this one is the angles, this one is how to write in angle. Then after triangles, vertex, side, angle and quadrilateral. Quadrilateral means only 4 sides using the line segment and make. So vertex, side, opposite sides and adjacent side. Clear? Now to the next discuss about in this chapter, exercise 4.1.
Thank you for joining us.